Hello, and welcome to the Old Farm Bus Podcast. This is the back of the bus session.
I think that is the best advice I've ever been given off anybody, and it was this guy from the maze, and can't remember his name. He worked there. I'll remember it afterwards, and I'll say sorry if he ever watches this. But I was doing substances, doing loads of things. Went to this after party. I was in the crazy space. I sat on his lap, and I was just out my head on I don't know what.
Yeah.
I was just off it. But I was like, "Hey, mate, what's your best advice? What would you say?"
I used to say that a
Yeah,
lot as
just
well.
like, what-
Pick people's brains.
I go and just see them and I say, what's the best advice you'd ever give anybody? And everybody's answer is different. Or some people say, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to have a nice night.
Yeah.
And
It's too existential for
again,
this, right?
we're existentialists,
Yeah,
we have to think
exactly.
outside. But I just sit down, I sat on his lap and I was like, what do you think to it all? And he just said, no, there's a bottom. And no, there's a bottom. And he was chatting and he says, you might be falling, but if you're in a pit that's you think's infinite and endless, you're never ever gonna see a path out of that pit. You're never gonna get away from it. But if you come to a point in your life where you know you're gonna hit the bottom, you can sit there, reassess, and just work your way back up. And it was this most profound moment. And I've got one of my songs coming out called Falling.
Right.
And it's all about that. And it's talking about just being in this endless, bottomless, vacuous pit. And then suddenly there's a voice in the song and it's him talking to me.
Wow.
And I hit this bottom and it's like, boosh. And I even put that sound effect in the thing.
Nice.
And somebody just gives me some advice and I look and it's Nirvana and I'm trying to reach back up to it. But yeah, it was...
Let me find this quote. I'm not being rude. There's this Carl Jung quote.
Carl Jung.
It's about the tree and the roots, and it's literally what you're saying.
I love it. Do you know, sometimes in my life I look and explore and deep inside, and I come up with like a philosophical quote, and I'm like, I've got it, and I type it in on the internet. I'm like, bugger. I've seen it somewhere else.
This is it. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. And for me, that quote literally inspired like the whole concept of take your pain and turn it into art.
Wow.
And just all of my music
I get
kind
shivers, man. I do.
I know, it's like
I'm
that.
glad people like that existed.
You think, bloody hell, what were they smoking like that?
Yeah.